What's up guys, thanks for tuning in. So today I want to talk about suspension that is available for a third generation Accord. So this is a question I see get asked on the 3Gs forum page on Facebook all the freaking time. I want to lower my car, or I want aftermarket suspension. What's available? And then the answers that usually get responded with are check the 3Gs forum, or if they're nice enough, somebody will just answer by linking the 3Gs forum, or three, somebody replies with something that'll fit on our cars, but like, wasn't made for our cars. And like, will it work? Yeah, but will it work correctly for a long time? No, it won't. It's a gamble. Guys, I get in the Honda world, there's a lot of parts that are compatible with each other throughout different models. More specifically, like the Civics, Integras, Del Sol, CRXs and stuff. Guys, our car falls very short into fitting that category. Like, there are some stuff from those models you can put in our cars, but like the effect of it is nowhere nearly like outbalanced, so to speak, in comparison to our cars. Like, and I'll leave a lot of like links in the description for you guys to kind of do your homework on, to go kind of like figure out what's right for you. It's just, there's just so much math and geometry involved, so to speak, and like why it wouldn't work. I mean, double wishbone, heavier engine, just the the different chassis sizes for our car. The sedans, aerodecks, hatchbacks, all that stuff, like coupes. You compare that, even just like weight size and weight distribution. Like, is it like, there's so many factors in. I said there's going to be a link in the description so you guys can check it out in comparison to everything else, courtesy of Richard, who's one of the admins on the 3Gs Facebook page. And this guy always lays down the hammer every time people try to talk about suspension that will work on a third generation Accord, but he's quickly to kind of pretty much delete those comments. And like, I get it, guys, it can be a very kind of controversy stuff, because it's like, oh, well, I've been on it for 4 years, I love it. All right, cool. But there are companies that make the right stuff for our cars, specifically for our cars. And if you guys aren't willing to spend the money on it, then that option's gonna disappear quicker than stuff is already disappearing, as I just checked today, which is pretty damn shocking. And I also understand it from the point of, some of the companies I'm gonna be naming and recommending, and as soon as I mention their price point, I get it. Most of the prices I'm gonna be naming off is probably like more than what you actually paid for the car. And I totally get that, but at the end of the day, it's like, guys, if you want to lower your car, you want better performance suspension, there isn't any cutting corners in this. So I'm gonna cut right through it. So number one, which I'm gonna recommend, which is the cheapest on this list, is just 1 out of 3, well, 3.5, but we'll get there, would be the Yellow Speed Racing USA. This is the Dynamic Pro Sport coilovers. Now I'm gonna leave links in the description to all these coilovers I'm gonna be talking about, so you guys can do more in-depth look into them to see which one will be right for you. So I'll just do quick little overviews on them. So for this one, for the Yellow Speed, spring rates up front is gonna be 12K, the rear is gonna be 7K, and it has a 33-way adjustable dampening and a 2.5 inch or more vehicle ride height. So 2.5 inches of drop is what I'm guessing at. And that's cool. All of our coilovers are hand built and made to order. So about a 2 to 3 week delivery time. So that's pretty cool. So what that tells me is this company that makes them has really good quality control. I'm going to assume they're going to have good quality control if everything's going to be handmade and built to order. I know one person from Canada, I think he's from Canada, that actually has these coilovers on his aero deck, and he has nothing negative to say from last time I checked since he's put them on. Okay, so on to the next one. K-Sport. Now, K-Sport is the first coilover system that I've heard of a while back. That was pretty much the only coilover system available for our cars. And nobody really got into them because they were over $1,000. But I mean, is it worth it? I don't know. Never had a chance to mess with them. But from the people that I know that did have them, that does own them, I don't really hear too many bad things about them. Even through outside the 3Gs world, in the Civic world, they're not the best, but they're definitely not by far not the worst. So let me see. Specifically talking about right now, it's going to be the Control spelled with a K. I mean, you guys are going to see pictures and stuff as I talk. Control Pro coilover kit, and on their website is starting at $1,300 US. So no, On eBay, I've actually found these coilovers brand new for about $1,100. I've seen them used go from $500 to $700, but now it's like pretty damn rare if you find them used now. But I mean, the possibilities are out there, and used is kind of a gamble because you may need to rebuild them, and you don't know what kind of abuse they've been through. So, you know, I would just stick with the $1,100 and just get brand new ones. Okay, let's see here. It has 36-way adjustable dampening, so 3 more clicks of dampening than the yellow speed. Can't really find what the right height. All right, whatever. I'll let you guys check all this stuff out. And I don't believe this stuff is made to order. I'm pretty sure they stock this stuff. Oh, and another cool thing. So if you guys want to buy for whatever reason, get these off the K-Sport website. They do run like sales every so often, like Black Friday sales and kind of stuff like that. So, you know, be sure to kind of keep an eye on that. Maybe like, you know, subscribe to an email through them. And the last one I'm checking out is a company which I've never seen anybody ever on, and I'm really debating or not whether I might get the yellow speeds or get these. This company's out of Arizona. They're called Sika. I think they're out of Arizona. Or was it K-Sport? I don't know. Whatever. You guys can figure that out if you're interested in too. Anyway, Sika. Right now I'm looking at the Sika Type 1M coilovers. The base price is $1,040 US. Guys, this is the only one that I found that has like options, like a lot of options. Color options, spring rate and shock valving options. They even have an airlift option, which is pretty cool. Oh, and with it for an extra $990 US. But hey, they make an airlift system for our cars like that. I don't know anybody else who does, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Or maybe you can just, I don't know. I don't have any experience with those, so maybe they're kind of universal. Who knows? Top mount options with adjustable top plates. So I'm not sure how they run. I've never seen any of our cars with adjustable top plates. Just because due to how our shock towers are. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't know if we'd be able to do it with a stock setup. And a dual spring option, which, yeah, you guys can look into that. I'm pretty sure it helps with, it helps for comfort and also for traction and handling on rough roads. So, okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, between Sika and, so I kind of look at it like this. Sika would be like pretty much your custom, whatever you're wanting to build your 3rd generation Accord for. The options are out there. I mean, at this point, I would just even call them and just tell them specifically what you want. I mean, just the mere fact that that's an option for our cars is outstanding in my opinion. K-Sports, I know the K-Sports, they make more than just like the Control Pro. The Control Pro, to my knowledge, is kind of like a street level coilover kit. They make a version road race kit, an RR kit, for about $100 more. They have an asphalt rally kit. They have air suspension kit, and yeah, if you guys want to run on airbags and stuff like that, K-Sport's a way to go, I guess. But yeah, guys, other than that, man, that's about it. Yeah, I don't want to really get into, oh, and sorry, one more thing. So if you guys are going to go old school, I'm going to put this in the link in the description too, from the 3G's wiki page on the how to upgrade your suspension. So I did a quick glance before making this video to see what shocks and springs were even still available for our cars. I just looked into the shocks, and guys, I'm going to tell you right now, going down the list, I found one, like the Takiko shocks for our cars. It was a really weird listing on eBay I found. I don't even know if it's I don't know if it's just priced individually for front and rear at $115 per shock. I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. KYBs, I see them all over eBay right now, specifically for our cars. I don't know how much different they are revalved from our stock shocks. So yeah, I don't know if that'd be an upgrade or not. If you guys want to say OEM, then KYB will be in a choice. I can't find any Bilsteins for our cars, even on their websites. I'm pretty sure they're done making stuff for our cars. You might be able to get lucky and call them. I can't find anything Coney that they make for our cars anymore. Yeah, so what I was trying to try to point out was if you guys were going to do like just, so kind of like, I know some of the Civic guys did this. They would go get like the ground control coilover sleeves and then pair them up with like a pair of like Coney yellows or whatever and stuff like that, get them revalved for whatever spring rate they are. But like, I mean, they still make, as I'm looking right now, Ground Control still makes the coilover sleeves for our car starting at $400. But yeah, it's funny. Branded shock and strut. You must select an option. Well, none of these companies even make shocks for our cars anymore, really. So yeah, guys, see, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if you guys know more than I do, please put a link in the description below if you know of any like aftermarket or, you know, any aftermarket shock only made for our cars, or any, you know, company that you can be able to get revalved for like these coilover sleeves that ground control makes. So like, you know, especially I was saying $400, and then how much is it going to cost to get the shocks if you find them? And then how much is it going to get them cost to get it revalved if need to be? Okay, that's going to be the price of a Yellow Sport. Like right there. Sorry, Yellow Speed. Okay, actually, so I'm going to end it right there. There's more I can talk about, but all I'm going to say is, guys, like, nothing is going to beat all the coilovers I just mentioned in compared to any other option you've heard of people doing. Like, period. Like, look, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not on any of these. I'm on EK Civic 96 2000 Yonaka coilovers. I'm not going to get into details how I made them work, but I'm going to say this. The amount of money and time I took to make these work for this car, for it to still ride decent, I mean decent, and like guys, like it's barely even rubbing on decent to just crappy ride. It just wasn't worth it. I wish I saved that extra paycheck to get me a pair of K Sports or Yellow Speeds or even Seekas. And they all have financing available through a firm, or if you guys have any other way to, you know, go through credit, you know, it's up to you guys. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I'll wrap it up. So the next video I'm gonna get up after this has been long overdue. To me, it's been long overdue. I'm gonna do the OBD0 to OBD1 conversion video. And yeah, guys, that about does it. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. If you know of any other coilover companies or any other shocks, specifically shocks, I'm not really too worried about like springs or nothing, that make stuff for our car that I didn't talk about or list, or isn't listed on the 3Gs wiki page or anywhere on 3Gs, please leave it in the comments below. Again, I please urge you, before you put any other suspension that was not intended to work for our 3rd generation Accord, please read this again and